Yes.
At the table, but they have them as well.
Did you need a large state shirt? $20. One leg. Luke is 7 today, so make sure you change it.
Ladies and gentlemen, correction on the bus roster. Luke Tigan will be wearing number 7 today.
We'll stay at 12 and better. All right, here go aggravate that.
Can I add him?
Absolutely.
Yeah, the belt. Well, here we are in beautiful Prosper, Texas. We've got a picture-perfect day to watch lacrosse. My name is Jason Petty. I'm here with Coach Brendan Carney, head coach of Flower Mound. What we're going to do is we're kind of going to break this thing down, what we saw yesterday and what we're going to see today. Coach, what do you think both teams need to do to be successful?
Well, with every game, you got to make sure you control the face-off. After that, make sure you actually control the ball on offense. It's going to be hard for Regents today to really keep the ball away from Prosper. Prosper's defense is they go out and press hard. Their offense is extremely good. They have 3 stud attackmen with Cole Schmidt, who had 5 goals yesterday and assist. You have Tyler Trampus, the left-hander, who had 2 goals. And then Zane Williams had a goal and 3 assists. Regents has got to figure out how to stop these 3.
Well, how do you think Regents is going to use Drew Benson? Okay, this is like, I look at both of these teams, and this kid, Drew Benson with Regis, is a real athlete. I mean, this kid, they could lock somebody off with this kid. I mean, he could shut somebody down. Regents has really got to use him well. What do you think?
Yeah, they do. And it looks like as they're jogging back, it might be he's going to be on Cole Schmidt. And so they looked at this and said, Cole's putting lots of balls in the back of the net. He is right now the guy you're going to focus on. And so that looks like they're going to put him on him right now to start off this game.
Let's talk a little bit about Andrew Coleman, Regents and goalie. Okay, this kid, he benches 300 pounds. He's an athlete. He could be a difference maker also.
Well, he has to. I hate to put it all on the goalie, but he has to have the best game of the season right now. So we got Prosper winning the first face-off. Jack Delano winning his first of the day, as Prosper's going to have control here.
You're talking about Jack Delano. You talk about a kid that is, he started playing lacrosse as a freshman in high school.
Yeah.
And here he is, 6'2", 210 pounds, at the face-off, doing what he can for his team. I like the kid a lot.
Yeah, he's impressive. He's one of the top face-off guys in the state right now at the D2 level here.
Look at him driving.
Great dodge.
It's a great save. So let's see what Regents has to do. They immediately put it in Drew Benson's hands. Let's see what they dial up here on offense.
Now Regents does have the disadvantage going into 3 overtimes yesterday, so we'll see what they're going to try to do here. Are they going to slow it down? Are they going to try to get a pace here? Or are they going to say, listen, let's try to push this ball? But we know that from watching yesterday that they really like to slow it down.
Well, I talked to their head coach prior to the game, and they recognized that what they needed to do as far as the transition's concerned. And I think that they had some serious discussions about how do we implement our transition game and also be able to run a pretty complex offense. There's a reason he's a coach of the year.
Oh, dangerous pass there by Rowden there.
Prosper, though, when I watch this team, they are impressive almost at every level.
Yeah, there really isn't too much of a weak spot on their team right now. Prosper yesterday, they played really slow in the beginning, and then all of a sudden the afterburners turned on and they start popping goals in. Looks like they're going to try to feel out Regents to see what they're doing. Looks like they're going to allow them to come on in here with the short stick. Looks like they got to switch. You got Schmidt behind with the short.
Yeah, you're going to have to watch Schmidt. Schmidt is really sneaky. Really sneaky. He's got a lot of lacrosse IQ. He's going to sneak around, get to the open spot, and this Prosper team knows he's going to be open.
Yeah, he's really good around the crease. He's got the ball now. Let's see what he does. Boom, there it is.
Yep.
Like clockwork for him.
Great goal for him. Great dodging from behind. What he did is really impressive. And what we've got to, what we teach as coaches, what we do is we try to teach that dodging from behind. right? We want that dodge from behind so that, A, you either get past GLE and you make that shot, or you get your head up and you look for cutters.
Yeah. I mean, that was a great matchup looking. You got the shorty on an attackman. You got to get him the ball, and they did. And with that being said, you can't put a shorty on Cole. I'm going to say right now, he's gonna have like 15 goals if this keeps on going on. Unless you're locking him off, and that's not going to work. I mean, he's pretty automatic when it comes topside like that.
See if they go back to him again. Yep.
I get reared on.
Well, what they did is, you see where they moved Drew Benson over there on him.
Yeah, I think it was a switch up that happened, and they just never got back to it.
Here we go. We're going to bring in another shorty here.
Oh, right in the middle. Right. Nice ball.
Oh, that's
a great save.
Move.
Push it again. That was a great save by the goalie there. Nice job by Prosper keeping the ball moving and hot and not forcing something right away. This is the difference between a team that's actually hasn't made the playoffs and a team that's been around. They didn't really just go and say, okay, we got to shoot right away. There's no shot clock on that. So now they're holding on to the ball, spin it around. Let's see who's got the matchup here. I like this kid, number 40, Trappist. He's a left-hander, pure lefty. A little biased lefty myself, but I love seeing those left-handed kiddos because they can take advantage of teams.
Getting right back to Schmidt, been behind.
That's Zane.
Oh, that's Zane.
Yep. There's Schmidt right here.
Oh, right here, yeah. He was wide open.
There it is.
Again. Okay, so what Schmidt does is he uses his knowledge of the game and gets into these open positions on the backside, or he knows how to dodge from behind.
Yeah, okay? You teach these attackmen, when your defenseman turns their head, you see the back of his helmet, you better move. And he does a good job at that. Like you saw that. The ball was on the opposite top right side, and all of a sudden he makes a move over there, and he slid into an open alley. And that's where they were able to hit him.
Regents has got to figure out what to do at the face-off. This is going to be all day. They've got to think about what they're doing at the face-off. You cannot give up possession every single time when you're at the face-off.
No, it turns into a make-it-take-it ordeal, and that's not what you want to do. He's got to make some coaching decisions here. He's got to either put another pole on the wing, or he's got to put a pole at the middle. I mean, you could even put, I've seen coaches do this too. You might not have a pole that faces off. That's fine. Then you put a pole in your face-off guy's hands, or have him just stand up and play a little defense. Check the stick.
Yeah, just keep the ball alive. If you can just keep it alive and not let them go into transition, they may have a chance. But they cannot let Prosper just dominate the face-off, almost immediately go into transition, and allow them have an easy goal.
Yeah.
That's good defense by the Knights.
Yep.
That's good defense. That's the difference. Okay, so when we talk about when we coach guys, and you see kids out there whacking away at the stick, right? What that's how you play defense, right there. The Regents Knights, all he did was get his hands on the attackman's hands, and the next thing you know, he throws the ball away.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to, you play defense with your feet, and then when they're in your house, which is the box, you got to play on them. I like this guy. Look at him. He's playing aggressive here. Luke is number 7, Luke Teagan. He's a Drexel commit. You'll see him play a little bit of offense. He'll stay up there trying to get a goal or trying to set picks for people when the ball's on the other end. But he's aggressive. He's not someone you want to have the ball around. Great D.
Good defense. Good defense. Little sloppy shot, what I like the shot selection, but once again, you got to go overhand with that shot and put it on cage.
Yeah, shot placement, the sidearm stuff, it's not going to work. A great shot.
Good defense.
That was Carson Stearman, number 24. Great check. There he is, number 40, Tyler Trappist. I said earlier, you know, he's going to – I like this kid, left-hander. They got to watch. This three attackmen are going to be major problems for Regents right now. They're going to have to figure out what to do, whether it's a shade, lock, or be more aggressive. And then here again, Jack Delano again with the face-off.
Bang, one
bing,
more.
bing, bing.
Yeah, he's got –
Ooh,
okay,
they're going to give it to the
who
goalie.
was that on that backside? Was that Schmidt on the backside?
Schmidt took the shot. Trampus was chasing.
Okay, if you look at the backside, if Schmidt puts his head up, you got a guy on the backside wide open.
Yeah, we call that one more. One more. Travis is a little bit far outside, though, so I'm okay with the shot. Travis got to come in, though, and get that. Be more aggressive. Yelling one more. At the same time, you got to think, Schmidt's got 2 goals right now. You know what? Keep shooting.
Yeah, keep shooting.
You know, he's got, what, 3 shots, 2 goals? Don't stop.
Here we go. Oh, good save.
This is the big difference between Regents and Prosper. You can't have a fall-away shot like that. You got to go toward the cage. Lee's got 2 saves today already. Goalie for Prosper.
You know, it's real interesting to me that the Prosper coaching staff, they leave a long pole on offense quite a long time.
Well, he's got talent. This guy, Luke, like Tia, you said, he's the kid going to Drexel, right? He's got talent. He knows, he's got a lacrosse IQ. Look at him. He's out there. He's got stick skills. Use it. Because now you can play the substitute game. You know,
yes,
so
they just did.
Yeah, you keep a number 6 on for a while. Number 6, Benjamin Cordola, they're all state midi, who's trying to guard him. So you keep him on. You're running his legs a little bit.
Moving the ball around nicely. Yeah.
Good pull, going backside. Got Zane Williams. Zane wanted the ball bad.
Yeah.
He's
make a decision.
They don't have no clue right now. Ooh. Great job by the goalie on that. They had no clue where Cole was on that.
Well, we talked about we talked about this goalie a lot yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Andrew Coleman. I mean, this kid is an athlete, and he plays strong in the cage. The kid is not just, you know, we saw him run down the field. We saw him make an assist yesterday. We saw this kid as a Texas athlete playing lacrosse.
Yeah, he does a lot back there for them. He's gonna. Something tells me he's gonna be seeing shots today he hasn't seen all year.
Yeah, one thing that, as we watch this game, that has to be noted, Regents has 1 senior. One senior on this team. And, you know, it's 3-0. We're you know, right now, you know, Prosper's looking really good. But Regents has a really good future coming up.
Yeah, they do. I mean, when you have 1 senior, you know, you're going to have a lot of leadership coming back next year, basically telling all the newbies, the JV kids and all the new kids coming in, saying this is how it's got to get done. So this is a great experience for them, no matter what the outcome of the score is going to be. This isn't going to be the last time we're going to see Regents here. But Prosper, they're an extremely strong team. They're very well coached. Coach Caputo, you know, he's done a great job here. You got one of the best assistant coaches out there, Charlie Ambrugio. I mean, these guys know what they're doing with these kiddos. And this group's been around. They were the state championship last year. Got a little award there. That's all right.
Well, these refs, I mean, what we saw yesterday was these refs are letting these boys play, which we talked about yesterday. Don't let the refs dictate this game.
No, you want the kids to. I mean, it's tough because the refs are, you know, listen, they've done a great job all season. Hats off to them what they did yesterday and what they've done all year. It's the toughest job out there, really is. I would never, ever want to be a referee. I mean, I get on them.
Well,
I get on them during the game.
You and I both have barked at a lot of them. I'm gonna tell you that.
I do not. That's a lie. But but I mean, they have to now. They have to figure out. You got to make sure you listen. You want them to play a little bit. That's a word. I missed that one.
Yeah, that is.
But you want them to play, and you want, like you said, you don't want the flags to dictate, but you want to make sure the kids stay safe. There's a safety issue involved. Oh, look at this. That could have been called too. He's out of bounds. There it is. Nice ball. Luke Teague was all over that. He saw that a mile away. He just ran over there, double teamed on that one. Got away with a slash in the helmet. One of them did. That's okay. We call it a brush.
We call it a brush, but there was also can't make it. No, there's
Nice job. Keep it in.
We may see a lot of gray jerseys around balls today, like we did yesterday. We saw Eagles every time the ball hit the ground. It seemed like there was a Prosper Eagle around the ball, and that is what that is saying to me is that these guys are well coached, they're spread out, and they know how to go after ground balls.
Yeah, right now it's a team. Not saying that Regents doesn't want this. It's just a coach team of wanting it. They're aggressive on the ground balls. These kids are like, we're playing next weekend, and you could tell that they want to play next weekend. Like you said, these ground balls. You're seeing 2 kids on every single ground ball minimum, and that's how you win games. Ground ball war.
Well, I tell you what, I've been impressed yesterday, and I'm impressed today with Jack Delano's play at the face-off position.
Oh yeah, he's got 4 now? He's got 4 face-off wins out of 4 for 4 right now. Yeah, they got to figure out Regents right now. They need to come up with some solution. They got to listen. I sometimes tell my coaches, I'm like, listen, I understand we practice this way all year. It's not working. We have to make an adjustment. You got to change something up. It could be just putting an extra pole up there or something, because what's going on is not working. So they got to fix that. And right now also they got to fix what they're going to do with the Magic 3 attackmen between Cole Schmidt, Tyler Trampus, and Zane Williams. With Cole, it's already got 2 goals.
Right. They're going to have to figure out something with them. They're going to – I don't know whether they face one of those guys, but all 3 of them are weapons.
Yeah. I've seen it happen, when you have just 3 and, hey, try to make them beat you from up top. Shade them off. Don't let them do anything. Maybe lock 1 or 2 of them off with your shorties, and then try to have the middies beat you. Right now we got all the attackmen are scoring. We haven't had a midi goal yet, so let's see if that happens. You got to try something right now. This is the end of the year. You got to think differently than you would during the season, because you could go home. Oh, he just beat him straight out.
That was straight out. This kid's got great hands.
He wants one for himself.
Look at that.
Oh.
Great save.
He must have heard me. He said he wanted the midi to score.
Here we go. Let's see if Regents can. I'm telling you, Coach, they didn't want to press yesterday, and they're not wanting to press today. They're wanting to set something up on set plays.
Yeah, if you watch too, the defense is they broke out because you still had a trailer coming through. And Mitty was not exactly. I mean, he was pushing, but he was getting caught up with. So defense did a nice job of pushing out the attackmen. So you really didn't have much to pass to.
Well, that's what we saw yesterday with the Prosper defense. This defense was pressing out all game yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, these are athletic kids that feel confident enough with this game to go. Oh, you have to go after the ball. They're going after the man, not the ball.
Time out. See, there he is coming, setting the picks.
Very smart, very smart.
Well, the catch is, too, if you lose the ball, he's already on the field. You don't have to sub him. What they got to worry about is making sure they don't burn him out. It is hot today. The temperatures are going to be, it's sunny as anything. There ain't a cloud in the sky here. It's gorgeous out. But it's going to get hot as the second half comes through. Well,
Great defense by Regents.
Good job by Zane Williams here pulling it out. Guy was on his hands.
He made the right decision. Of which yesterday we saw some teams that had they were a little jittery, and they weren't making as good of decisions as what we're already seeing on this Sunday.
Yeah, they were forcing shots when they didn't need to shoot. There was times when just because you have the ball in the crease doesn't mean you have to shoot.
Yep, we're seeing kids pull it out. There you go.
Patience here.
Let's just be patient. You're not gonna make that shot on that goalie. I just don't think so. Not today. Sidearm shot, high. He didn't hit the cage. Even if he hit the cage,
stick side high too.
I think it was stick side high. I think that they've got to have better
Down
selection
low.
of guys. Cool. There you go. The athleticism of Andrew Coleman. I'm telling you, it's they face these Foster teams. Let's one more.
Outside. There's your mom goal again.
Yep. Haven't heard the mom goal before, but I'm liking it.
I try to drive us nuts as coaches because sometimes what happens is the parents start cheering, everyone thinks it's a goal, and people stop playing because they just think it's a goal. That's why you always watch the goalie. The goalie will always give it away. They know when they've been scored on. Patience here by Prosper.
So Prosper is setting up in a 1-3-2, and then there's Schmidt back there. He's so sneaky.
Good save. I like what they're doing right now. They're just going backside on this. They're attacking the shorties up top, and then they're swinging the ball to the opposite side, and they're looking for their lefty. Let's tire out the defense here a bit. He's going downhill.
Yep.
You get his hands free. It's there. Oh, off the pipe. So you're not going to beat the goalie low, but if you're going to beat him low, you got to bounce it. Because he's made a lot of saves the last 2 days already low.
See if he can get in this shorty's hands. He better do something quick. Now
he's got freedom. He's got grass up here. He needs to run.
Regents needs to move the ball right now. They cannot hold this.
Yeah. What we say is we need to get on side, but
get in the
you
box.
can beat an attack.
You got to get in the box. Here we go.
Couldn't get into that left hand. They're going to transition on this. They got a mismatch. No, they got the LSM team over.
The importance of using both hands in this game. Coach, we saw it yesterday, and we saw kids that had legit opportunities if they had used their offhand.
Yeah, it's you got to be able to use both hands. I love box. I love the box style. It's great. Unfortunately, sometimes we get caught up in just using one hand because of playing box. You got to be able to use both hands. There's a time and a place when you can, have it in your right hand and just keep it in your right hand. But again, it's a time and place. Too much yesterday. You saw it. Guys weren't switching hands and dropping. Nice pick off here. Move the ball again. Unlucky. Oh, nice job keeping it over. He's flexing the muscles. Love it. Senior K Farman. See what Cole's going to do. If they're going to slow it down or not. Looks like it. Drew Benson's not on the field right now. They got stuck. They got caught.
Yeah, they did get
caught. Earlier, he came off when he ran up the field. He came off.
They need him on the field as much as possible.
Come on, Tyler.
Ball. Ooh.
Right, do it again, Zach.
I like it. Nice little pick down. Big, small. Bring the shorty down. Try to go top side on him.
I like the patience of Prosper right now. They seem to be playing with confidence.
Mm-hmm.
They're moving the ball well. They're pulling the ball out when they need to pull the ball out. That's a good stick by Regents.
Yeah, good. showed his hand on that pass.
Help him! Help him!
Interesting.
Way to go, Nolan!
I don't even know how that just happened.
He went around the back. I think he saw that he was running out of the room and just kind of flicked it back.
Now watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
They got two guys written right there. He has nowhere to go.
Yeah,
I'd get away from Teagan right now. He's going to go to town on you.
They watched a little film of yesterday.
Yeah. Great job here again. I mean, this Carson, number 24, another great player for the Prosper defense. I mean, this offense hasn't had a chance yet. Prosper got a timeout on this. Yeah, Regents hasn't even been able to really set anything up because they're just, listen, they're saying we're better than you. We can take the ball away from you, and that's what we're going to do. And they're going out and doing it.
Okay, so here we are in the second quarter. You know, it's 3-0, right? This goalie from Regents can keep them in this game. But Regents has got to do something on offense. They cannot just, it's almost they're playing like sandbox ball back there sometimes. We saw yesterday them set up in a 1-4-1. They were doing a modified wheel off the side. All we were saying yesterday about Regents was the fact that the kids weren't getting into position fast enough. We're not seeing that today.
No, I mean, they have had no time. Every time somebody gets the ball, it's next thing you know, it's on the floor.
Well, then let's talk about the Prosper Eagles and how they played defense yesterday. Yesterday, they were playing on their toes. They were aggressive. They were making turnovers. They were constantly on the hands of the offensive players. I don't know if Regents is going to be able to set up into this offense that I think could have worked yesterday.
Yeah,
much
agree.
better.
Well, it's every time they bring the ball over midfield, they're not even letting them set up. You see the Prosper defense; they're pressing out in their attackmen. Ethan Yoakum is their all-state attackman. He needs to get the ball and be that all-state player that he is, and try to say, okay, guys, I need to do some things here. Give me the ball and start controlling a little bit of the offense. It looks like they need to get some. When you get a press like that, this is where you got to get some of your midfielders to start setting some picks.
Well, and you also have Luke Teagan running all over the field. that's a hard thing to deal with.
Yeah, you turn around, he's like, he's still on the field.
Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, he's a great player.
He's got a motor on him, and he's a great advantage for them. But right now, again, I would say Regents, you got to start. You got to get some picks going and get some hands free to slow some things down, because those poles are coming out on their attackmen. If you have a shorty with you, run out to them, get their hands free, and start moving around a little bit. You got to hold. Defense is starting to get tired. Let's see what Prosper drew up here. They called the timeout. I don't know if they were drawing something up or they just kind of want to talk about their pace. Or they just took a timeout to kind of get their feet under them, just kind of say, well, let's take a breather. It's a hot day today. They're in a 1-4-1 right now.
Yeah, they're in a 1-4-1, which is interesting. Who wants it more? There you go.
Nice ground ball by the sophomore.
That's a sophomore, San Osborne. I mean, that's a great ground ball. What I love to see, Coach, is I love to see kids that get their
there it is.
There it is. I tell you what, that kid. I mean, he made a decision. He made a quick dodge. He turns around. He pulls the trigger. Top side.
Yeah, Zane's a very good player. This kid can shoot, and he can score a lot of goals. He's a good dodger. And I tell you, if he starts beating his man and shoots like that, this could be a problem. Great, nice shot off hip side, off stick side too. It's funny. I'm sitting there watching the entire time. I'm watching, Cole Schmidt back there, and he is just kind of sliding back. He was open the entire time.
He's sneaky. I mean, he's been playing. You can obviously tell he's been playing this game a long time. Look at Jack Delano. I mean, he's switching up. How he's facing off. I think that this Prosper team is starting to prepare for the next week.
Yeah, 4-0, 3 minutes till halftime. They'll start. The coaching staff will talk about it at halftime. Like, what do we want to do? I mean, this is lacrosse, though. This could be changed in a heartbeat. But when you have your face-off guy just dominating, oh, here it is. Cross crease.
Look at him.
Cole's going to get mad at him later for not pulling the trigger on that. That was an assist in the book for him.
But look at 32. Look at Schmidt. I mean, the kid is just on the backside. He's just sneaky. Look at him. He's just slowly moving back. He's reading what the defense is doing.
He's like NyQuil, man. He puts the defender to sleep, and all of a sudden, bam. I would like to see the Teagan kid. I'm sorry, Teagan. I would like to see Trampus kid take his man a little bit on that left side, which would free up Zane Williams on the backside. Boom, boom, boom.
Hey, wow, good. Hey,
nice little triangle there.
That was by sophomore Tyler Trampus. What do you think about that?
I tell you, I like him.
Sophomore.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
And then you got a team full of seniors, and then you get a sophomore that cuts to the crease wide open, gets a great feed, and finishes.
Well, he's a pure lefty. That's what's great about him, being a pure lefty. That
don't you love those guys?
Oh, I tell you, you got that lefty because then when you got your strong right-handed players, they can sit there and do nice feeds, and he's sitting right there ready to finish it on the crease. I mean, Schmidt had the ball right there. Boom, hit him right on the stick. That's the other thing. Their passes are just right on par.
So Schmidt right now, he's having a real game.
What has he got? 2 goals and assist already. Yeah, I mean,
he's doing more than just scoring goals. Right, I mean, what I'm seeing is the kid, like we talked about. He's a sniper. He's behind the cage. He's kind of that quarterback behind the cage, kind of sneaky, kind of figuring things out, reading the defense, and just getting into positions.
Yeah, he's a great off-ball player, and that's what we're seeing today. And you got Zane Williams as the other attackman. He's great. He's a great dodger, which is great for Cole because again, being off-ball, when Zane starts dodging, a slide's going to come. There's Cole sitting there. And also, Trampus also on the left side.
What are you telling your teams right now? 5-0.
If I'm Prosper, I'm telling them, okay, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. I'm not going to change anything up till halftime. Let's just keep playing our game. Let's keep passing the ball. I'm going to be encouraging them with passing. I want to see every goal have an assist. If I'm on Regents, I'm really pressing get the ball. You got to run harder. Because it looks like that, they're being out-hustled. And then once somebody gets the ball, get it behind the GLE. And then once they sprint back to the GLE, I'm then encouraging my middies to at least set picks. We got to do something there. It's setting picks to get some hands free. And like I said, I'm going to lean a little bit on Ethan Yoakum, my all-state attackman, to do something back there and say, listen, get the ball. We'll come to you, and let's try to run an offense through them. This is where you got to lean on some of your seniors and some of your all-state hall district players.
Well, I mean, if you're Regents, you're leaning on one.
You lean on one, yeah. But then you got to at least go, we're all varsity players, so you got to lean on your top guys. So let's go with that one. Yeah, that one senior's like, great, lean on me.
Jack Long is doing great. He's doing great.
It's a 6 face-off at 100% right now. We're at 2-minute mark. Yeah, I just spin this ball a little bit. Let's work on some stuff. You got a 5-0. Probably have an offense or two you want to kind of tweak in. We saw the 1-4-1. They run a 13 offense. Let's see where we're going to go. Right now they're going into a 1-4-1, it looks like, or 2-3.
Let's see what they run off this 1-4-1. I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. Let's get it back up top. Let's see if there's any rotation. Let's see how they work on the crease. I'm not seeing Prosper work really hard on the crease right now, so it may be something they're setting up.
And again, he might be using this right now. He's trying to get his hands free, that left hand. He's got to get a little bit lower, though, so he can get up top side. He also might be working on this 1-4-1 for
look at that athletic move.
Oh, I see. He might be working on it because he might know that there might be a team that's running his own a little bit. So let's practice this.
And we saw that yesterday, with Cumberland and how they busted up that zone. Very impressive how they busted up that zone. I mean, there are some sore Cumberland kids this morning. I can tell you that right now.
Benjamin Cordola, the midi, number 6.
Here we go. Watch out.
He's open. Benjamin's wide open in the middle.
Oh, that was high.
See it.
That's a high stick. High stick on the goalie.
That's against Prosper, the flag. But Benjamin Cordola was really trying to get his feet open on that. But Luke was number 7. Luke for Prosper. Luke Teagan, again, was all over him. So Regis got a free play here. Let's see what they do. He's going to go invert. Yeah, they're going to invert.
Let's see if they can capitalize on this. It's
Oh.
open. It was open, Coach.
Left hand.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah, he's going to watch the film.
He's going to watch the film, and he's going to, hey, once again, though, young team learning at the Super Regionals right now. Hey, get that left hand going. You got a goal there, Coach. I mean, you got that guy popping out. You inverted, and it was open.
So we got an unnecessary roughness call on Luke Teagan, number 7. You know, usually you get on your players a little bit here and there about control yourself. There's certain players you don't want that. You said goal.
Coach, you had the goalie down there, right? You know, trying to do something. I mean, that's got to be hard not to hold yourself back.
No, of course not. You want him to go, but he's the type of player. I'm like, you know what? Right now, I'm looking at him going, hey, you know, you shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Because you want. Oh, that's his.
Oh, he's got to get off. He has to drop his stick.
Yep. Great. Lee Brown, beautiful save at the doorstep right there.
Come on, guys. You got to pick that ball up. There we go. All
Great
right.
stop. That was a great stop.
All right.
There.
So here we are, 5-0. Yep. 5-0. Regents has got to figure something out. They've got to set up their offense. They are not a transition team. They have yet to truly set up their offense. We've seen it once, maybe twice. When they do set up their offense, we're seeing kids open, right? We're seeing kids open. This is not, this is something that if they can get settled and we know that they're not this transition team, how are they going to do that with the pressure that Prosper's putting on them?
Unfortunately, this is one of their. This is how they. It seems like this is how they played all year. This is a tough one. I mean, you got 24 minutes left to play. This could be. You got shut out. I'm sorry, you were in the Super Regionals and you've been shut out so far in a half. That doesn't happen. It shouldn't happen. And so they really gotta get. They gotta get their stuff together here, and they gotta sit there and dig deep. It's like, listen, we got to dig deep here. We got to want something. And they got to take – and they don't have that senior leadership, and that's what's kind of hurting them a little bit here. But you got to lean on some of the guys that have been on varsity for a while and say, listen, we need some – we're going to ISO. We're going to set picks on you. We need something from going downhill. They got to do something differently here because right now I'm not seeing any game adjustments.
There isn't any game adjustments. And if there was game adjustments, we can't see it because – Prosper's too aggressive.
Yeah. I would go, listen, I'd also go aggressive on defense. I say, listen, as soon as your guy gets the ball, start playing him.
You're talking about Regents now, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. I know it sounds, like, listen, these guys are sneaky. You go at Cole Schmidt, he's going to run past you. Well, right now you got to do something different. I would attack your left-handed Tyler Trampus. He's a sophomore. See if he makes mistakes. Zane Williams, he's shifty, but I would. Right now, I would try to pick at least an attackman and say, once he gets the ball, we're going to go to town. We're going to go to town. I want the ball on the ground. Maybe throw in Drew Benson on Trampus. Again, I'm picking on Trampus because he's a sophomore. That's all.
That's all.
He hasn't been here as much as the other two seniors.
Well, we haven't seen his right hand either.
Yeah.
I mean, we know he's a true lefty. He likes that left hand. If Drew Benson can turn him around and force him to use that right hand, we may get some turnovers for Regents.
And when that happens, they got to shade off on the other two. Make sure
right.
that they don't get the ball, because if you give them an easy pass, then it totally defeats everything you're trying to do. Because it's not like, listen, Travis got a nice goal. He's got 2 nice goals, but you got to worry about Schmidt and Zane.
So let's talk a little bit about, we've been talking about this for 2 days, it seems like. What is Regents going to do about the face-off? They've got to do something different. I mean, you and I are on the sidelines. We're scratching our heads going, we can't let this continue. We're just basically giving them the ball every time. I mean, Jack Delano, I mean, this kid has got to be stopped at some point.
Again, what they're doing isn't working. So they got to change. I've said it where you double pole, or you put a pole on the face-off, or you just tell Volter, hey, stand up as soon as the face-off's taken, stand up and play defense. Stand up, jump in front of them.
It's not just simply play defense. I mean, I agree, you are playing defense. But what you're doing is, if it's me, what I'd be saying is, hey, exactly what you're saying, you stand up and you start whacking away at his stick.
Right, that's what I mean when playing D. You stand up, and then you're going, because the ball's down on the floor, or he's flicking it up. So you're going to town, and you got to tell your other wings they have to sprint in. They have to be in there. They can't just jog on in. Because right now they're staying hip to hip, which is a classic what you teach, especially with a team that guy's dominating. But I would just say, listen, have one guy go behind, so playing defense in case, so we can slow it down, and then the other guy's sprinting on in and trying to help out with the ground ball. Make it a 3-on-3. We haven't seen a 3-on-3 on a face-off yet.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to see also. Because the reason I said that is because a lot of people that don't know the game, right? They say, well, they just stand up and play defense. That's not what you're doing.
Right.
But all we're trying to say is keep the ball alive. Let your poles come in there and give yourself a shot at getting that face off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to see Delano all day long feeding it to some pretty strong attackmen.
Like I said, it's make it, take it right now. And that's not what the game you want to get into here, especially with Prosper, the way they control the ball.
Well, it's the second quarter. We're at halftime. We're going to go to a break, and we'll be back with you for the second half of these Regent Knights against some pretty tough Prosper Eagles.
Pay a package of $40 a year and you get the option to live stream everything. No, you can no. That's what I did. That's what I did for soccer. You can have more than one. No, you can only have one use at a time.
My dad came there.
So no, this thing was 40.
My dad can do the live stream.
The one they had in track,
Connecticut, yeah.
Flow track, it was $40 a year, and then you get like it's $10 a
Great
year.
feature. No, I wasn't. But last Friday. That one. And yeah, it's awesome. And it's broken down. Everything is broken down.
It's like the hottest day of the year. And then it's going to be cold again. It's supposed to be in the 67s. Yeah.
hotel price is pretty high. I bet it was. They're pretty expensive. They don't have very many hotels. What do you pay with points per hour? With points, yeah. Yeah, Hilton, Nashville's the highest. Oh, that was going on too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and there's no hotel. They have like a 97% occupancy rate in these hotels. It's just not enough. If I was building a hotel, that's where I'd go.
All right, folks. Just buckle in for the second half.
All right, we're back. Okay, Coach. I'm sure that both the Prosper coach and the Regents coach kind of went over what they need to do. We kind of gave our own opinion. We'll see what they do. Hopefully, they can figure out this face-off situation for the Knights.
Yeah, if I'm Regents also as a coach, you got to go. Okay, guys, let's take a deep breath. Let's calm down. It's 0-0. Let's start all over again. Because right now 5-0 isn't working. So hopefully they made some adjustments here and there, maybe a matchup change, and let's just you got to get in these kids' heads. Maybe I said it yesterday. You know, these kids are high school. You know, they're high school. You know, their emotions go up and down and all over the place. So you gotta figure out how to contain those emotions a little bit because they're probably upset.
They're high school kids, but I'm looking at Jack DeLana out there, and I mean at 6'2", 210 at the face-off.
See, here's another problem. Regis is man up.
Yep.
And Jack's gonna
just keep it alive. You got to keep it alive.
He's withholding the ball.
Yep. Ooh. No, that's a bad call. Yeah. Bad call. Bad call. That's too bad for the Knights.
But here we are again, another face-off. And they're going to kill the penalty on this.
And they're going to do it well. I mean, this Prosper team has got, kids with stick skills. Not right there, but.
So they threw the shorty out on him. Well, no, I'm sorry. They got extra players on right now. So.
Right now.
But I'd be definitely aggressive on him. So we're sixes now. We're even. You might want to step to him.
Nice. I think that was off cage.
Yeah.
Not a necessarily on cage shot.
You're not going to tell a lefty attackman not to shoot though.
Yeah, lefty attackman gets the ball. But Andrew Coleman, he just pulls that right out of the air like it's nothing. Okay, this is the difference between this game and
you got to get this ball over. He's got to get a touch.
He's got to get a touch.
He's got plenty of time though.
Oh,
they're going to throw a flag on that.
They're going to throw. That's pushing it back. That's pushing it back with possession. So what I was going to mention is. Okay, here you got this athletic goalie who wants to do everything he can to help his team out. Okay, it's the difference between, I'm going to throw basketball and football where you could have a real difference maker. Now you got this real athletic kid in the goal. He wants to make something happen. Let's hope that he didn't make mistakes by doing that, right?
Well, we almost saw it right there. Held on to the ball too long. Well, what happens sometimes is you get it with a player like that is that everybody starts to watch because ooh, look at the goalie. And then you, as a player, you don't do what you're supposed to do and you watch your goalie because it's doing something odd. And so he's running up the field and the middies aren't trying to get open anymore because they can end up watching the game.
Okay, this is a defining moment for me in this game. We're man up. We're in the third quarter. You're down 5-0. Let's see if the coach of the year, dials something up here, gets a man open, and let's get these Knights moving around. I'd like to see more movement out of the Knights right now. You can't. Okay, you're man up. Wait till that guy pops out. Don't try to force that pass in there.
Look at that. You got 3 attackmen from Regents. They haven't even gotten out of the box yet. I mean, you just lost the ball. You need to be wind sprinting to midfield. That right there tells me a lot about what's going to happen in the next 2 quarters.
Okay. Right now, if I'm the Regents coach, I'm going bananas. I'm absolutely going bananas. I'm doubling that ball. I mean, they're finally coming up there. They're just killing the clock well.
Yeah, there's a difference between first quarter play and third and fourth quarter play. And difference between playoffs and regular season. You got to be aggressive. You got to shade. Everyone needs to take a man right now.
That's smart play right there. That's smart play.
Oh, he's
just
gonna
pull it out. Just pull it out.
There. Oh, great save.
Yep.
See, this goalie is dipping every time too.
And we talked about it. We talked about it yesterday. The goalie's dipping. So what Prosper needs to do is they need to be shooting overhand and low, and they're going to get that top shot. That's going to be another push to the back. Prosper's got to keep it in control. Okay, right now they're in control of this game, right? But as Prosper progresses, they are the #1 team in D2 right now. We talked about it yesterday. We think they could have competed at D1.
Oh, without a doubt.
Okay, they could have competed at D1, but you make as you progress in the next weekend, you cannot be making those mistakes.
Yeah, right now they've been in the box a couple times. So, listen, he's being aggressive. He won the ball. How he was being aggressive is what the coach will talk to him about. It's like, listen, the cross-check, unnecessary. Being aggressive on the ball, throwing your checks out there, getting the ball back, that's different. What we don't want to do is be man down, and because this is where, like you said, next weekend, this could be a problem if they have someone who's going to be putting the ball in the back of the net. I mean, they're playing great man down defense.
But you're going to have a team better stick skills.
Okay, the teams in the Final Four are going to be able to pin the ball around. Great job. That was a beautiful pass by a freshman, Zach Einstein, coming down.
Here we go. Now they got to get their head up, get it into a short stick's hand. Get it into a short stick's hand.
Well, the short sticks need to go to him. That's
leaving him on an island.
Yeah, you got to go get the ball. Like if Pole has the ball, go get it from them. See, he's trying to shoot too quick. By the time he caught that, he was way out of shot.
Okay, there's the athleticism right now we're seeing out of this Prosper team. Look at that right on the doorstep.
Oh, that was a beautiful pass by Mikey Nader, #2, bringing the ball up the field, hitting Cole Schmidt. Yeah, just
I'm telling you,
nobody was close to him.
You called him NyQuil, and he really is.
Oh.
I mean, the kid's he's just hanging back there, and then next thing you know, he's right on the doorstep, ready to take a shot.
Yeah, he's sneaky. You saw him. He put his hands up in the air. He's like, I can't believe I just missed that.
He went high.
Yeah, he's going to look at the film later and be like, oh, man. But that's what he does well, and that's a great attackman. Those are the annoying attackers. As a defenseman, you're like, oh, you're always losing them.
They're finally
right now. This is Ethan Yoakum. They're all state attackmen. He's got to try to get something going here. Cape Arms, though, is doing a phenomenal job. I mean, he hasn't been able to get past him at all. Ethan hasn't been able to do a thing.
He's pulling him out, but the Prosper Eagles, I mean, they're going to rely on their athleticism. They're playing good defense. They're dropping back to the hole. Right there.
Great save.
Great save. That was set up perfectly by the Knights. Set up perfectly, but you're not going to get past that goalie today. I don't know.
His hands were quick on that. He's seeing the ball. Lee Rowden, #9 goalie for Prosper, all-state goalie. He saw that.
Well, this is some of the stuff that Prosper needs to clean up. I mean, they're playing great. They're dominating this game.
This is the most they play defense right now.
Right now, yes. But when they got those clears, what you've got to do is you've got to make sure that you're making good, clean clears and not taking these risky, long passes.
Oh.
I'm telling you what, the Prosper is
Junior Hunter Sheffield, man.
Really,
nice check.
Really athletic. Really athletic play by the Prosper Eagles. Really athletic
Cape
play.
Harmon again. Nice job.
Okay, let's watch this clear. Let's see what they do. There you go. Easy clear. Okay, hold a shorty back, and let's see what we do.
Well, right now, Regents is kind of letting them clear. They're dropping their middies to like the 35, 40. That's why the Prosper middies are pretty much open at midfield.
Yeah, you better watch out for Schmidt behind. Or is that Zane Williams behind? I can't tell from up here.
Yeah, that's Schmidt.
That's Schmidt, yep.
Jane's up top right now. Pulling the pole out. Just being patient here, sitting in a 2-3. Nothing fancy, just moving around. Looks like they're going to try to move something here, getting Zane to go downhill.
Got to put that ball in the dirt. You put that ball down low. You got a goalie. You got to make adjustments as you're a player on the field. You got to see that goalie's going to his knees, almost automatically. You put that about a foot, 2 feet in front of him. That's going to be on the top of the net.
Yeah, the Lobos yesterday had their shot selection when they were bouncing the ball. They were able to get it past them.
Let's pull it back out.
Yeah. At least they're giving an opportunity.
Yep, we're up 5-0. Let's pull the ball out. Let's see what they're going to give us. Let's set something up.
Right now, the coaches will be talking right at the end of this quarter about for Prosper, saying, okay, 5-0, 1-0. It's still a win is a win. Let's get out of here. And they'll probably slow it down that fourth quarter also. Maybe work on one or two things. Substitution game here. They're going to have it. Yeah, they're going to have a jailbreak. Guy up top. Oh, he wasn't as aggressive coming in. Teagan did a nice job setting the pick, and then he sprinted out to midfield for the substitution game. Prosper actually had a step on his man. Turned it into a 6-on-5 for 5 seconds.
Watch out. Schmidt. I think Schmidt's getting aggressive here.
There it is.
Bang.
Oh, nice save. I don't know if they saved that or went off the pipe.
I'm going to give it to him.
Goalie looked a little confused.
I'm gonna give it to him. I think he was confused that wasn't still in his stick. Being patient.
Regis needs to remember they were down 5 goals. They got to get the ball. Uh-oh. That's one of his MOs coming off the pick. Nice pick right below the goal line extend. Gets his hands free.
Let's see what Prosper does here.
They don't need to do much right now. It's funny. They don't really need to do much at all. They're slowing it down. They're taking their time. Oh. Senior's going to get all over that sophomore later.
Great
love listening to that. You cost me an assist, bud. They're playing feet to feet with this. All midfielders are covering up.
There you go. You got to get a touch. You got to get a touch, guys.
Still hasn't touched the ball.
They got to get a touch.
Never understood
how middies. Touch.
Never understood how middies forget about that. Hands of beautiful save.
High, beautiful save, but high to high. We talked about this yesterday. What these players have got to understand is that you got to change the plane of the goalie, right? I mean, if you're coming high to high, that goalie can read that ball coming out of your stick immediately.
Yes, but yet 6 yards, that's got to go in the back of the net, But Rowden didn't want it to.
I got you. Yeah.
Goalie said no. It's not going to happen today. He's sitting there going, man, all these, he's looking at Zay Williams scoring goals and assists. Cole Schmidt having 5 yesterday with 2 already today. He's like, you know what? I'm posting a shutout.
High to high.
That was a clock going down. Yep, that's going to be a flag.
Yeah, that's a flag. Okay, we've said it once. We're going to say it again. Or I'm going to say it again. Prosper, really athletic, really aggressive.
Uh-huh.
If they play, they could get themselves in trouble the next weekend.
If you go against a team that's going to score on man up.
That's right.
That's
That's
right. Right now they're playing aggressive, and they're against a team that just is not scoring goals right now. So if they have a team that you got some sharpshooters, this could be a major issue. But we'll see what happens next week.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's a week away. They want to get there. And I'll tell you right now, if they're playing aggressive like this, they've been playing aggressive all year. They got a pretty good man-down defense, and they got a great goalie in there.
They've got a great goalie. I'm going to start a little bit early. Let's see if the Knights, you got it. There we go. Set something up. Need more. Yeah, I loved it. Okay, you're looking at you see a lot of Knights just standing around.
Right.
Right.
Well, you shouldn't dodge. Roll one. You don't dodge on a man up. You got one man. You got a man advantage. If a guy plays out to you, it turns into a 2 real quickly. If you just move the ball, him trying to dodge 2 or 3 guys, that's not gonna happen.
Okay, into the third quarter. So, do we know how much time is on the clock on that penalty?
No.
No,
I don't. That's the right guy.
I don't know either.
That box is really far away.
Well, I thought you were really in tune with what was going on there.
I was counting on my fingers, but after 10 seconds, I lost track.
Well, here we are in the fourth quarter. It's 5-0. Prosper is dominating this game. I'd like to see some more shots on goal. I'd like to see Prosper put it in the dirt a little bit more and make the Regents goalie, pay for going low. If I'm in the huddle right now, what I'm doing is I'm talking to some of these attack men and I'm saying, guys, this goalie is going down on his knees. Throw a fake, do something to get him to go low.
Yeah, I'd clean up the shooting a little bit. We're making him something term I use is we're making this goalie look like an All-American. We're giving the ball to him. He's getting stats, save stats when we're shooting right at his stick or in areas where we shouldn't be shooting. Like you said, going low to low or whatnot. We need to start changing the planes a little bit.
No, I think they're going to make the adjustment. I was really impressed with what Prosper was doing yesterday. I'm impressed with what they're doing today. I think, though, they need to make the adjustments, and what they have to do is they have to show something more than just being aggressive. I'd like to see some set plays. I'd like to see some transition goals that we saw yesterday. Have we had a transition goal yet today?
From Prosper we have, yes.
We've had not many.
No, not really.
Not like
what
yesterday.
they're doing is they're allowing Prosper to clear the ball every time. They're dropping their team. Their middies are dropping immediately down to the 40 and the 35. They're conceding every single time. I'm a little confused on that because you need the ball. It's 5-0. Go get the ball. You have to start playing aggressive. Prosper's doing that exactly, and they're up 5 goals, and they're playing aggressive on the rides.
Hey,
Captain Obvious down there. Some mom yelled, "We need some points." Yes, yes.
Hey, D2 Super Regionals. We got a great crowd out here in Prosper.
I tell you, Prosper's doing a phenomenal job of hosting this. Yesterday, the stands have been packed here. Lots of people here today, getting sunburn out here.
Lots of opinions coming out of the stands.
Yes,
Yeah.
another win.
By Jack Delano. Yeah, this kid, I'm really impressed by him.
Yeah, he's 100% right now. 8 face-off wins.
Go for the ball, guys. Go for the ball. Quit raking the ball. Just pick it up. Just pick the ball up.
A little hockey, I love it. Love an LSM that does that.
Well, that's your boy Luke Teagan.
Yeah. He's doing great.
Hey, it could be a reason Drexel said, "Hey, I'm going to take a chance on this kid."
Hey, they're going to have fun with him because they're going to use him, and he's aggressive. Caught it righty.
There you go. That's what we've been talking about.
See, I love the fact. I mean, he just threw it out there, which most people are like, what the heck was that? Listen, he didn't try to shoot it. He had a guy all over his gloves. He just pulled it out.
Nice patience. Okay, they're in a 1-4-1 right now.
Mm-hmm. They're going to look for outside picks and then go across the other way.
It was
went high again.
Coming high. You would think that the Prosper coaches would be yelling, "Hey, bounce shot that thing!" Oh, there it is.
I guarantee you they did. These guys know what they're doing. Coach Caputo and Ambrosio is over there going, change the planes, please. And yeah, they're complaining about a moving pick over there. But again, like I said, they're high school students. He's like, I'm going to try high just one more time. But listen, he's a smart player. He changed his planes on that. That was a great shot, bouncing it.
You got it.
Oop, oop.
Good defense by the Knights.
Looking for that. Yeah. See, I like what they're doing. They're setting the picks, and then they're looking to the opposite side. Slide, because the defense is going to slide to where the ball is. They're going to slide to where the pick is, and then the opposite side is going to be open. He's going to push this. He's going to be aggressive. No,
he's going to slow it down. He's going to slow it down. That's the right move.
That's junior Mikey Nader with that ball, bringing it up. Yeah, right now, Prosper's sitting there. You got your coaching staff. They're watching the clock the entire time.
Yep, they're watching the clock. They're killing the clock. They're happy with this 5-goal lead. They're pitching a shutout. What they're going to do is they're going to control the game. They got good enough stick skills. They got good enough stick skills to hold on to the ball.
Well, if they don't let Regents score, they're going to win the game. That's it. So just hold it. Ball's just bouncing their way.
Yeah, ball bounced their way yesterday, too.
Senior Hayden Stout. This kid's a motor. I've watched him for 2 days, number 76. He's just up and down the field. He really is a big motor for them.
Okay, we're at 8:32.
And this is funny. This is where, let's see what happens. A little bit of Ward on that one. We'll let that go. Love how he stuck his elbow out. And this is where you see a 5-0 game. You got Prosper slowing it down, which is a smart move to do. Exactly what I'd be sitting there, slowing it down. Let's try to pick something. And this is where the game's going to get a little boring because they're not pressing and not doing anything crazy right now. And this is where we're going to have those talks this year, the coaches. Do we go shot clock next year?
Clock. And that is a good discussion. I think that it makes the game more exciting. When you see it at the college level.
That's a flag. Get it out.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, it's a flag. When you watch it at the college level and you put in that shot clock, it makes this game more exciting.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I have no problem saying that I was not a fan of putting it in at the high school level for a year because every time they make changes, there's going to be a tweak to every rule. I mean, I was sick and tired of at one point when they were changing the face-off rules. They changed it every single year, and it was like, you know, and I had to go with a face-off guy. Okay, now this year you can't do this. Now you can't do that. Let college figure it out, and then we'll jump on board.
Give them a year or two, though.
Yeah, exactly. Let them figure it out. Because right now the talk is they love the shot clock, which I'm a big fan of. I think I love the game with the shot clock, and going that route should be fun. The other rule, great bounce shot. See, he's figured it. He's like, I got you.
maybe
I must be in his ear.
Maybe somebody's in his ear. Put it on the ground.
That fell out of his stick. He was looking at that thing fell out.
Well,
but the other rule was the dive rule in college.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talked about that. I am not a fan of it. Never have been a fan of it. I know it's quote unquote exciting. I've also had a goalie taken out. I've had a goalie, you know, it wasn't on purpose, and his knee was blown out. And you had talked about knee injury yesterday.
I did.
And I had, you know, he was done for the year. I think he's just standing there, and I don't think it's good for the game personally. To allow and they were going to talk about it already. I already read up on it, and they're saying that might actually get changed. What's going to happen with the NCAA rule? Who knows? So if we put those rules in, who knows if we're taking it away all of a sudden? We have the dive in this year, and then it's taken away. It's been silly.
Yeah, everybody's got their opinion. The dive, nice shot. Oh. All right, here we go.
And they're going to throw a flag on that.
And they got a flag on that. Okay, so they're obviously listening to what what we're telling them, right?
Yes.
They finally, in the fourth quarter, with 6:36 to go, they know this kid's going to go low. They're going to put it in the dirt. They're going to figure it out, and we're going to get some goals in the back of the net.
Yep. I think they're going to pull this flag. They're talking to refs. I like when let's figure it out. Nope, they're going to keep it. So, yeah, they're going to keep this flag in. I thought they were going to pull it up off the carpet there. I thought it was just an aggressive play, and he just fell on top of him. Yeah.
So was that Drew Benson that got?
Yeah, they called unnecessary roughness on it, I believe, or some sort. You know, as he was shooting, I think he was just being aggressive of chasing him, and he kind of fell on him. Again, player safety. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to disagree with it, but I'm not going to agree with it at the same time. If I'm Regents, I'm like, come on.
Well, you've got to obviously. Prosper's moving on.
That's what it looks like. 6 minutes left, 6-0.
They're moving on.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit about Regents and their future.
I think they have a decent future in front of them. I mean, what they did. I mean, what? 15-5. They went down in Austin.
15-5.
Yeah, 15-5. They went undefeated in their district. So, they need to make it back to the regionals. They need to make it back to the super regionals next year. So that's got it. They have it there. They just got to clean up a couple of things.
They got two clear leaders on this team. This Drew Benson and Andrew Coleman coming back next year.
Yep.
If they can solidify that defense and work on that offense a little bit with a young team. And they're playing good competition down in Austin.
Right.
Austin is coming along. What I'm seeing is and they're starting early right now, right? You got a bunch of guys from Syracuse, got a bunch of guys from the Northeast. They're moving to Austin. It's this cool city. Everybody loves it. It's warm. Their buddies are coming down. We got a lot of lacrosse knowledge, but getting dumped into Austin.
Yeah.
And that's going to do nothing but make those guys better.
I know, it's annoying. Being a coach from the North, I'm like, what? This guy's going down there? Oh, Lord. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It really is. It's great for the game. And you're right. You're seeing these teams from Austin. They're just not. I don't want to say the word they're competing. They're beating people. I mean, we're looking at Westlake at the Division I level. All right, who's probably the top team in the state of Texas right now. We're seeing all these other teams. Georgetown at a D2. They're playing right now. I don't know what the score is yet, if we have an update on that anywhere, but they're playing Keller. who's a very good team. So if they come out of that, you're looking at there's 2 teams right there that could be in our Final Four.
Well, this Regents team, they're not just – they're also playing teams like Lake Travis.
Yep.
That was a loss, 2-3. They play Vandergrift, 4-10. They play Austin High. Okay, they have a close 6-8 game, right? So they're playing good teams down there.
Yeah. Now I'm going to flip this on you a little bit here. I'm going to be devil's advocate.
Okay.
Look at those scores. Imagine if Prosper played those guys.
Yeah. Well, Prosper, obviously. I mean, Prosper, they beat Southlake, right?
I saw that. That was a great game. Southlake's a good team. Southlake's got an All-American defenseman. They got some stud poles. Outside. They got some stud poles, and they went out there, and Prosper played a flawless game. They did a really good job. They had a great game plan for that.
there may be some D1 teams that are looking at some of this what's going on up here in Prosper, going, maybe I'm not gonna schedule these guys.
Yeah. Yeah, they might say, Prosper will call and be like, hey, you want to play? I don't need to play you. I'll think about it. Let me call you back.
Let me give you a call back.
Yeah.
I got to look up.
It's like, I got a guy on me. What are you passing me the ball for? Now they're going to slow this down. 5 minutes left, 5:20.
Get it.
From the start, Prosper's, they've been pushing this. They've had possession. They sat there and said, we're just going to hold the ball. Not going to do much. Not really showing much.
We had a different score yesterday. Prosper obviously dominating. But today, what I'm seeing is Prosper playing more disciplined.
Yeah.
They're pulling the ball out when they need to pull the ball out. They're not forcing it to the cage. I know they're up 6-0 right now. But what they're doing is they're using their stick skills. They're leaning on their seniors. They're playing well. They're not taking shots they shouldn't be taking. A real impressive game. Put it in.
Off the pipe. Oh, he's gonna be mad. He has hands free, extension.
Yeah, good hard shot.
Yeah, you have 6 goals right now. It's 6-0, and what do they have? 7 shots they've missed on cage, so they probably have a total of 14 shots, if that. And that's because when they're dodging, here's Stout right here. He's not forcing it. Like he makes the pass, another pass. He's not taking the shot when he has guys on his hands, and that's what Prosper's doing a nice job of. They're like, listen, the shot's not there. I'm going to roll it back out and hit somebody else.
Put it low.
Goalie didn't even see it.
Yeah, well, put it low.
Yep.
We've been talking about it the entire second half. You put the ball low in the dirt in front of this goalie, odds are you're gonna get a goal.
That was number 14, senior Nolan DeRosa. Nice goal. Put it right between the goalie's legs. He didn't. I don't think he saw that. He had the slide come, threw it right over the slide, and then you said he threw it down low. It was bounced. It wasn't just a low shot. He actually bounced it. 7-0 right now.
Okay. Is Jack Delano 100%?
100%.
100% today.
Now, if he misses this and it's on you.
Okay, I don't think he is. I like this kid.
There you go.
There you go. Quick hands, big body. I like this Jack Delano.
Like I said, there's the make it and take it. Now you got 3-3-4 right now. They're gonna just kill this. Let's go home. Yeah, they're being slow. Just nothing crazy. He might have one play and is like, I want to work on this, or maybe he's trying to get somebody to get a goal or something. Illegal pick. Yep. He slid on that one.
Well, I don't know what kind of goalies they're going to see next week, but, just watching this game from, coaching this game for a long time, I see
look at that aggressiveness.
Quite a bit of illegal picks.
Yeah, there's been a lot of moving their feet too much, yes. That was that was senior Hayden Stout. I mean, I said earlier, he's up and down the field. What a great job. Coming back on D right there and, stopping transition. I like him. He's one of those players that he probably doesn't show up as much in the stat book, but I'm watching him. He's just all over the place. He does a little bit on the clears. He does stuff on the rides. He's that guy that, if he's not on the field, you got problems. Looks like he's trying to shut somebody off here. Can't see who it is. It looks like he's shutting off Wyatt Froelich, Tackman. He shaded off him a little bit. Lee Rowden he wants to shut out.
All right, well, so we have a timeout by the Knights here. You got 2:19 left. I'm in the huddle right now. You're in the huddle. I'm telling these guys, let's put a couple on these Eagles.
And he's probably been telling them every time.
Yeah, I know, but
this is where this is the tough part. This is where you're seeing your players. Their heads are down. They're upset. This is where you're just like, guys, let's get a goal in. Like you said, let's get a goal in there.
Let's get a goal.
Let's get something in here, and try to. This is tough. Like, you're upset, you're bad, but you got to be the adult here and try to get these kids and pick them up. It's tough. Because he's like, all right, we got 2 minutes left. We're down 7-0. We're going home. Our season's over. But how do we get these kids to feel a little bit good about themselves? So hopefully you're just encouraging. And it's tough. You got to come up with the cliches and all that. And those little verses, and you're pulling out a piece of paper, and you're like, all right, which one haven't I used yet?
All right, keep moving, guys. Keep moving. Keep moving. Watch that backside.
So right now, they're going to play aggressive. Prosper's like, we're going to shut this team out. Called timeout.
Called timeout.
Yep, Regent called timeout on that one. Yeah, so Prosper's getting a little pride here because this doesn't happen. You don't see this in lacrosse, this shutout. First of all, you don't see a shutout. And then second of all, shutout in the regionals. They're like, hey, this is fun. They're going to talk about this for years to come. Ambrosio's sitting there yelling. It looks like he's talking to his D-poles right now. Prosper, assistant coach. He's talking to them right now about playing aggressive. And
he's like, guys, you have a chance. 2 minutes right now.
He's a Long Island guy. You should hear. I mean, this guy's sitting there like, you got to be kidding me.
He's Strong Island. He's saying, hey, man, you have a chance to shut these guys out and make a statement.
So he can make a phone call back home and tell all his boys, guess what we did? Yeah.
Well, I think that these Regent Knights have got they've got stuff to work on and build on. We said it early on in this broadcast. They have one senior.
Yeah.
One. They got one senior to lean on, and they got some pieces of the puzzle that they can work with.
Yeah. And on the flip side, you got Prosper with 8, 9 seniors. I mean, you got 2 on defense, 2 starting attackmen with Cole Schmidt and Zane Williams. They want this bad. You're going to see Regents again, and Prosper is sitting there going, we have a senior class.
Big senior class.
And we want this now. It's because they know it's over.
Yeah, defense is on their toes. Look at them.
They're ready.
Yep, they're ready.
Pick play around the middle.
Right there.
This wasn't on goal.
Wasn't on goal.
Nice slip play.
It was drawn up well, and they executed it. It just wasn't on goal.
That's the double pick on the crease area. Guy wrapped around, just didn't hit on page. A minute and a half left. So we'll be seeing Prosper over in McKinney at Ron Post Stadium next week. That's a word, but they're not going to call it. Right now, the refs aren't going to call anything unless it's really bad.
They're going to let this go.
I'll be honest with you, I like that you got aggressive play, but you're not seeing anything silly out there. Yep. You're not seeing like cheap shots or anyone getting upset.
There you go. Just Now let's move it up the field. Let's move it up the field, guys. Just run to green space.
50 seconds left. They're going to kill this.
I just get a touch, though. You know, end it, get a touch.
40 seconds here.
Timeout, Prosper.
Timeout.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say what
Let's
I know.
Just stop.
I know all of us want to go home. The fans are sitting there. They're like, "We're sunburned. I need to put a layer of sunscreen on." Killing me. But yeah, listen. Coach is sitting there. Looks like he's drawing something up. He's wants. There's things the fans don't think about is that. Listen, we want to make sure we come out of this unscathed. Make sure that we're just spinning the ball. We don't need to score. Do not try to score. Let's run the clock out. Let's not get hurt. Also, it'd be interesting to see if they leave on Luke Teagan there. Do they leave him on the field a little bit just in case the ball gets stolen? He's sitting up top. Who knows? But let's go home, and that's what he's telling these guys right now.
Yeah, I think Luke Keegan is patting his buddies on the back over there on the sidelines. I think his day's over with.
And you might also listen. We'll wait till they come out, but maybe he's got to throw on somebody that hasn't got a lot of playing time. You know, get him into a game. Because next weekend, it's, you know, we talked about it yesterday. I said how you got to think a little differently in these, you know, you want to get out of these games, making sure you're unscathed. You have your players, no injuries, stuff like that. You have to think a little bit differently when it comes to each quarter. Next weekend, it's game on. It's like you shorten your bench. They're leaving their starters out there.
Yep, all the starters are out there.
That's fine. You want to make sure, he's like, I want to make sure that these guys, listen, they get to stay on the field at the end of this game. I want to make sure it actually we come out with the W, which they will. 7-0, 39 seconds left. All right, this is interesting. 5 guys on the crease. Got Cole Schmidt on the outside.
Oh, they're just they're talking.
Oh, they go.
Yeah, they're just talking.
I thought, I was like, what is going on here? Well, they're probably seeing if they're going to press. He's going to run this out.
We got 16 seconds left. Just keep everything in control.
Yeah, this is where you slough in. Game's over, slough in. Let's not get anybody hurt. 2.
A goalie pass.
Another save.
Another save. Give him another save.
That's Lee Rounds' 8 save. Got a shutout.
Yeah.
That's not, wow.
You know, watching this game, watching Prosper for the last 2 days, I really like the Prosper Eagles. You know, they were unselfish in their play. You've got no hero ball, right?
Right.
I don't see much hero ball going on. I see really aggressive defense. I've got good outlet passes out of the goalie. They're making smart decisions today, of which, to be honest, yesterday there were some mistakes made.
Yeah, they got a little sloppy here and there.
They got sloppy a little bit yesterday. Today, I didn't see that.
No, they look sharp.
They look sharp. They look crisp. They made the right decision. If the goal or the lane was not there, they were pulling it out. That's exactly what you want to see as a coach.
Yeah, and that's what I really liked seeing on them is the fact that whenever they dodged, and then they didn't try to take shots unnecessarily. Like if the guy's hands were on them, hey, roll out like you said, move it to the backside. Your offenses are run like that. You have option A, go to the cage. Option B, you roll back out, and then you hit the backside. And they did a lot of that today. But you said it best is that there wasn't that hero. You still had, I said it in the beginning of the broadcast, they had to figure out 3 attackmen, not just 1. You had Cole Schmidt had 2 goals and an assist. You had Tyler Trampus had 2 goals. You had Zane Williams. He had 2 goals. What are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you going to do?
You mark 1, and then you got the other 2 problems. So then
then you got to throw in this Luke Teagan kid. right? In this whole and how whoever's going to play Prosper, right? This kid's all over the place.
Yeah.
He's staying on the field. He's staying with his long pole on the field. He's making crisp passes. He's been recruited by Drexel. The kid is playing really, really well. People are going to have to prepare for him, but they're going to have to prepare for a lot of different good players on this Prosper Eagle team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see if next weekend he starts to let loose a little bit here, meaning like go to the cage. He went, he would drive the ball down, and he did a smart job of just laying the ball off. But with his stick skill, something tells me he could probably throw in the ball, one or two in the back of the net. The other kid, senior Hayden Stout, number 76, midfielder for Prosper, I thought did a phenomenal job going up and down this field. He really controlled a lot of the pace of the transition, besides Teagan, and getting the ball up and down the field.
Well, what it is, again, 2 days of absolutely impressive play by Jack Delano. Let's talk about him for a minute.
Let's see. What did we have? 7. So he had 7, 8, 9, 10 face-offs. I mean, he went 100%. You'd think he'd make a mistake.
Didn't make a mistake.
Did not make a mistake. He was phenomenal yesterday. What did he lose? I think he lost 2 yesterday, maybe.
He lost 2.
And then, so all weekend, outstanding. Any team that's playing up against them, whoever wins out the games later today or that's going on right now, they're going to have a problem with him.
With Jack Delano.
He, as a coach, you have a face-off guy that dominant. Again, make it, take it. You got these attackmen that score at will, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get the ball back again. It's nice.
Well, what's also impressive about Jack is that he's not only just winning the face-off. What he's doing is he's winning the face-off and is immediately getting his head up, which we love to see as coaches, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we don't want kids' heads down. His head is up. He's looking to pass the ball. The coaches are using him really well for Prosper.
No, he's phenomenal. He's looking for that. As soon as he gets the ball, he knows he's got players on him, and he knows somebody's got to be open, and he's doing it every single time. He's getting the ball, and he's looking for that pass.
So one other kid I want to talk about real quick is Cole Schmidt. Okay, Cole Schmidt. You called him what, NyQuil, right?
NyQuil, yeah.
Yeah, called him NyQuil. The teams are going to have to deal with him also.
Yeah, he's as a coach, he's annoying.
He's annoying.
It's because he's like, you don't know where he's at. You put him, and the next thing you know, he's all over. You turn around, he's gone. All right, he puts you to sleep, and he's going to be a problem for somebody next weekend.
Well, Coach, I'm going to tell you what, Coach Carney. It's been great sharing the booth with you. It's been fun. You've given some fantastic insight to what's going on the field. This has been a great weekend of lacrosse here in North Texas.
Absolutely. It's been a blast. I hope everybody enjoyed, and this was definitely fun to watch.
It's fun to watch, and also Game On Sports came out and did a phenomenal job on short notice and really, really knocked it out of the park. I appreciate everybody, from Fred Garner to his entire staff. They did a great job so that you guys at home can watch some D2 Super Regional finals up here in beautiful Prosper, Texas. Hope everybody has a good rest of the day, and we will see you next week in McKinney.